Good morning, everyone. How are you this morning, Carissa?
I am tired, but I'm good. I had an interview last night that went to like 11:30.
Oh no.
My mind's like, let's just wake up at 3:30. Like, what's the difference? And so yeah. Um, but yeah, good times. Who's
It's
dancing?
we
Somebody's
we we need we just need an IV of caffeine.
yeah, that would probably work really well.
That would be wonderful. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I'm
Good
tired
morning,
this morning
James.
too. It's one of those days.
Yeah, yeah. I'm halfway through the campaign, and my 1 year is Halloween in comics. So woohoo!
Oh my gosh. Are
It
you
feels like
excited?
yeah, it should be. It feels like it should be way longer, but it feels like how is it already 1 year at the same time? So
Right. It's
I
one of
don't
those
know.
weird paradoxes.
Yeah. I have that with Jessica. Like I can't believe we've been writing for 3 years. 2 weeks ago, or almost a month ago, it was 3 years, and I was like, how is it only 3 years, and how is it already 3 years?
Right?
So yeah,
But
yeah.
that's exciting. So you got a lot under your belt going on right now. Tell everybody about what your campaign's about and then I'll bring it up.
So, Worthy Chaos Redemption is book one of a five novel series. And this is the last issue of book one. It's Buffy the Vampire Slayer meets Supernatural in the town of Silent Hill in the world of Resident Evil with Evil Dead and Good Omens mixed in. It follows angel descendant Seraphina and demon descendant Draven as they try to survive against their fathers, an angel and a demon that is trying to acquire an angelic weapon that Seraphina was created from. And if they can get this weapon from her, they can tip the scales of heaven and hell in either one's favor. However, the father wants it for another reason, but he's using the war as an excuse to use heaven's resources. And also, it would require killing Seraphina and taking her soul, which, of course, her and Draven are highly against. So, um,
How
yeah.
many times have you had to say that?
Oh my God. I've done, well, I had 13 people forget me, but it because I knew how the number was before that, but I think it's about 130
Oh
interviews.
my god. Oh my god. I
Yes.
was being a smartass, but it's not even a joke.
130 times. Yeah. Yeah. But I love the story. I never get tired of talking about it.
That's fair.
2 hour shows kind of kill me though. Like 1 hour is great. 45 minutes, half an hour. 20 minutes is way too short.
Right. No, that you don't even get a chance to tell what it's all
Yeah.
about in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm digging like the 45 to an hour and 15 minutes seems to be ideal. 2 hours I can do, but it's like it's exhausting, you
Right,
know?
and not only that, but I think an hour spot is a really good, or that 45 to an hour is
Yeah.
good to keep the audience engaged too,
Yeah,
because
because
you lose a lot in the last hour.
if I see 2 hours on a video, I sometimes don't watch it. That sounds
Right?
awful, but I'm like 2 hours. I could watch a movie.
I'm like, that's a long stream to watch. No,
That is a
I
long.
I'm really bad about like wanting to finish them too,
Yeah,
because I'm completionist. So like, there was one the other day that was like 4 hours long, and I'm like, fuck, I might as well start it now. It's gonna be all week. Like
4 hours.
4 hours, yeah.
Bloody hell! I did a 3 hour once, and I didn't know it was 3 hours when I started it. So I'm like, when does this end? They're like,
Oh my gosh.
we're like, we just kind of keep going. I was like, well, it's like 1 a.m., so I'm gonna get going. So so that was the reason why from then on I asked how long each one was. Also, I got cut off once
Smart.
mid sentence.
What?
Yeah, I was they told me to explain the story, and I was like, I don't know, 4 sentences in, and they're like, okay, that's time. I was like, well, how long did you
What?
expect me to explain the story? Apparently, it was a 20-minute interview that they never bothered to tell me about. So yeah, that was awkward. Like they were like, "Thanks for coming." I was like, "What the fuck just happened?" So yeah, so I've had a couple of shows that I would never. Obviously, I'd go on yours again. I'm here like every campaign. I don't know how you're not sick of me yet. But there's 4 shows out of which isn't bad, out of 130 that I would never go on again. One was one of the few guys that was very, very condescending, like he tried to I don't mind advice at all. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but he was very like, I don't know how to say, like trying to be a psychiatrist, and telling me what I have to do and what I don't have to do, like, but not helping me with the campaign. I don't know if that makes sense. But so he says, okay, now pitch, which of course threw me off. So I was kind of like, okay. So I was about to say, this is like one of the one in the beginning. So I was talking and I said, the issue 1 is very chaotic and I'm sorry, but and I was about to say, that's what the title warned you about. And he's like, time out. He goes, you don't apologize. So he threw me completely off and he went on a rant about how I'm not supposed to apologize. I was like, well, if you'd let me finish, it was like part of the story. But yeah. And then there was 3 20-minute ones that would just, I can't do it again. It's just too
20
short.
minutes is too short. Too short.
And it wasn't just, it was like 20 minutes, like, okay, you can tell your story now, go. He had like 19 questions. I'm like, I can't.
Oh my gosh.
Those that quickly. And the only other one I think was, there was this one really, really nice guy. Really nice. He did not smile once. Like, it was like, didn't laugh, didn't smile. And you know me, like, I'm always like, happy-go-lucky, making jokes.
Right.
No matter what I said, he's like, okay, next question. Like, it was so awkward.
Oh, I do not envy you because I'm the exact same way. Like, I come in here and I try to joke and keep it light and keep the conversation going. I could not handle that. I would be so socially awkward.
Like, not even like a laugh, a smile, nothing. It was so awkward. And I don't think he was trying, I mean, he wasn't trying to be rude or anything. I think he was just trying to be like matter of fact, really, but it was so awkward for me. And I was just like, how this is the longest 20 minutes of my life.
Oh my God.
So I did not like, and then there was another one who, again, the people were really, really, really nice. But I kid you not when I say for 2 hours, okay, 1 hour and 50 minutes, we did not discuss my story at all. It was just random stuff. And then the last 10 minutes, they're like, okay, pitch your story.
Oh my God.
Poor
Carissa.
One more. So the guy said, I said, can I come on and like pitch my story? Cause I need to get my story out there and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, sure. So I forgot what the question was. He asked me something and I took it as a transition because I didn't know how else to get into my story. And I said, oh yeah, I said, we have unique monsters. We have the Clotters. And I was about to explain how they're different. He goes, oh, I don't want to hear any lore or any details in the story. This is all about the marketing. I was like, my marketing is this.
What?
It's coming on the show and talking about the story. So that didn't really, he goes, yeah, my watchers aren't interested. And then he continued, yeah. He's like, we don't care about lore or details of the story. We want to know how to get it out there. It's like, this is how I get it out there. This is what I do. And then he started asking me questions for him about how to get his story out there and which podcast did he go on. And it was so tempting to say any one, but this one would probably work.
Oh my God.
I did not say that. But yeah.
Seriously. Okay, here's the thing. You sell, like, from my perspective, also, sorry, my computer, but you did great. My computer literally went, and then restart. I was like, what the fuck? The way I see you selling, like, just from an outsider's perspective, passion.
Thank you.
Passion is what sells your book. And when you get somebody passionate, it's infectious, right? Like, it's absolutely so infectious to see someone so excited about something. And and to have, how do I sell my book? Well, not by saying no lore. Like, that's the most interesting part of these things.
I'm like, and it's not even like I was talking about it too long. And he's like, all right, we need to I hadn't even gotten the sentence out. I was about to say, oh, our Clotters are unique because their heart only bleeds. Oh, we're not interested. I was like, fuck you.
Right? Oh my
He
God.
literally asked me what podcasts to go on. Like, I'm like, this is something you should be asking me, like, first of all, off the air, not on your own podcast. And you shouldn't be like asking me at all. But yeah,
Like,
that
and
was
I understand, like, because you're seasoned, right? Maybe a
yeah.
newbie would be like, "Hey, how do we do this? Like, do you have any advice for someone up and coming? Not on, not while you're promoting your book."
Yeah, like you know me, I'm more than happy to help people.
Oh,
I even
absolutely.
I've helped like 4 new people. I helped some okay, so I felt really bad about this. So there's a really cool story out there with half naked chicks and dragons. Like, how is that not making tons of money?
Right?
So yeah, I was like, okay. And I thought this guy was new because he had only made one other one, so I really didn't think anything of it. And it's very hard for me to just kind of like, do I give him advice or do I get that I don't want to be condescending kind of thing. You know, I want to give advice, but
Mhm.
I'm making it be like, you don't know what you're doing. So it took me like a lot of back and forth, like, should I do this? And I finally I was like, oh, your campaign looks really good and the story looks really great. Are you up for any suggestions? And he's like, sure. And I was like, well, you he had 3 pages. Not one of them had dragons in it. And not a half naked chick. So it was just 2 guys talking. I didn't even bother reading it, but the 3rd page was kind of cool. It had some colors in it and it was kind of spunky looking. But I said you should probably have a page with the dragons, you know, post an update and say, you know, here's a new preview for our story, whatever. Then I said you should have at least some kind of art first. I got yelled at on the air for not having that. But they're right. You should have a cover, something first, because people don't want to read all the way down the page.
Right.
Yeah. So he said, okay. And then I said, now don't copy me because I'm the horrible influence, but you should have something merch related. You have a dragon. It's really
Yeah.
simple to get. You have a red dragon. It is so simple to get dragon merch. Completely easy. And it doesn't have to be expensive. It could be a little plastic toy. It could be a sticker. He had literally none,
Keychain.
nothing.
Yeah.
No stickers, no coins, no trading cards, no prints, nothing. And he's like, okay, I'll consider that. And I said, okay. I said, you know, I'm not an expert. It's only been a year. So then he writes this whole thing about how he's like, oh, I've been doing this for 6 years and I've had publications and I've had trade paperback and I've worked at this and I worked at that. His campaign only had like $400, $500. It was like, and it's been going on for like weeks. It wasn't like it just started and all that. And I was like, really? So, and I said, you have to get on podcasts.
Yes.
And
That's
he's
a
like, well,
big thing.
yeah. He's like, well, I did 1 or 2 the last campaign. I was like, I've done 40 in one campaign, 42 in one campaign. He's like, that's a lot. I was like, it's not enough. Like, it's like not enough. Like, I need more. So I thought he did the passive aggressive thumbs up, which I can't stand. I can't stand it.
Right?
Can't stand it. So I thought, all right, he doesn't really care. He's not really interested. But then I saw him post something about any podcast to be on, but he didn't ask me, where I flat out said I have like a list of 100 plus podcasters. So I guess he did. I don't know if he didn't want that help or he didn't. I don't know. Maybe I talked too much, but
Maybe it's the ego.
maybe. Well, I felt bad after he said I've been doing this for 6 years, and he had another 4 created. I guess it must have been a different name because this one only had 2. And then I felt bad assuming that it's not like I said, oh, you're new, but he said it's been a slow climb and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, I get that. But I mean, not to brag, it's mostly my clients and friends and family, but my first campaign made 900 and my second one made 28. So, yeah, I felt bad. I was like, you have half naked chicks on covers. You should be making, you know, I thought that was the whole point of having half naked chicks on covers.
Right. And that's a big, like with variants, that's a big seller with especially like I work with Merc Magazine, right? They have so many naked chicks on covers. And then you got like dragons, like how you do Anubis, do something like that. That's fun.
That's what I said. I'm like, yeah, you need to do. I mean, I love having different monsters. We're actually adding, and I just so I don't know if I told you my new monsters. No, because I didn't have them yet. But so for book 2, I have new monsters coming, which means, of course, new plushies. So I have a giant salamander. So I have a salamander plushie. I have a monster plushie. I have a So it's in the haunted asylum. So the zombies are in straitjackets. So I have a straitjacket plushie zombie getting made.
Oh,
And
that's so neat.
my creator's like, do you want working straitjackets? And I was like, well, I do now. I didn't know that was an option. But yeah, so we're getting that done. But then I added a monster that I thought was so cute, and I just had to do it. Vampire chameleon bats. So they're chameleons with fangs and bat wings. But if they're against like the cave wall, you can't see them because the chameleon takes over and you just see like the wall.
Oh, okay.
So I thought that would be terrifying. And then she might get to keep one of them as a pet. So it gets wounded and she takes it and it helps her. So we'll see how that goes. But so we might have a little new mascot. Well, because she has no pets in this. And in the spinoff, she has the rat Apollo. She has the hellhound. So she has like nothing because Anubis took the hellhound in this one. And she doesn't have the rat because he died in the prequel to this one. So yeah, she's got nothing and she needs a pet. So
I love when people like, come on, when you're reading a Superman story, Crypto always makes it that much better. Like
right?
people love animals and little cutesy things.
Yeah, I wanted a pocket dragon, but Jessica's like, it's not a fantasy, it's a horror. And I was like, fine, vampire.
Point taken.
Yeah, it was a good point. I didn't think of that. I just really want the dragon after the guy had a dragon. I was like, got all this merch he could be doing. But yeah, so
dragon, why can't I?
Yeah, right. But yeah, so we'll have the baby chameleon with a bent wing because it's gonna break its wings. So
I love it.
No, but there's this really heartbreaking scene that I'm gonna do, where he actually is gonna hang out with Anubis for a little bit because he's gonna try to go after her and he can't. She's not gonna know he's there. And she's gonna get in a car and drive away in book 3, and he's gonna like kind of run after her. But I don't know if you know, chameleons, they don't move very fast. So Anubis is gonna pick him up and be like, "I'll take you to her," kind of thing. So
that's awesome. I love this cover, by the way.
Isn't that nice?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Lori and I are having a debate. If you go down to the covers, you'll see that there's actually 2 versions of it. So there's that one which has scratches, and there's the next one that has no scratches. She's team scratches and I'm team no scratches because it looks so clear and bright. I just love the way it looks. And I get the artistic scratches. I'm not against the artistic scratches, but I really love the clear. So I posted it on Twitter and I posted it on Facebook, and they were so adamantly split down the middle.
Oh my gosh.
It wasn't just they wouldn't just write scratches, no scratches. They had paragraphs of why. Why there's no scratches and scratches. And they were like similar arguments, but on the different side. Like one's like, oh, your story is violent and it's dark and it should have scratches because it represents the
in an artistic way.
Yeah. And then the other person would be like, but the other one is dark like her story, and it's in the dark, and it's supposed to be, dark, and so it was like paragraph. So I found it very amusing, and then I just wound up being like, well, I guess both. So now we're on a scratches. Yeah, so far no scratches is winning. So
really, I love this, and I do agree with that point. Like it makes it blend really well, and I like that like gritty look. Like I can't believe how gorgeous they look. I'm not gonna lie. It
looks amazing. It's one of my favorite covers.
Yes, like I love the Anubis cover still from the previous campaign, but that was Anubis. Now you've got these two looking. Yeah. Oh my god, it's incredible.
I have another cover that I'll have to show you. So for book 2, not that I'm supposed to talk about book 2. Book 2 comes January 8th. So but book
not
2
too far off.
I know. I'm sure I'll be back. But book 2,
absolutely.
I decided to roll the dice and spend triple the amount I've been spending on covers. Clear is better. Woohoo! So I actually got, since my it's Buffy inspired and Resident Evil inspired, for chapter 1, I actually got the Resident Evil interior artist for the comic book to do a cover. It's phenomenal. The most expensive I've ever paid, and just inks, but it was worth every penny. And I'll have to show you too, because it's just gorgeous. It's got Anubis and Croc watching them, the 2 fighting zombies in the bottom. It just looks So amazing. And then
that's so exciting.
right, and book 2 is the Buffy artist from the comic book from I think Carl Moline, which I think it was like season 9 or 10, something like that. And then for chapter 3, I have the internal artist for the Evil Dead comic book.
Oh my
so
God.
I'm still trying to get Supernatural. I wrote to 5 people, 2 didn't answer. One's too busy, which is the one I really want, and the other one hasn't answered a question back yet. But I'm so mad about the other guy because he's like, I don't have time. I was like, you have plenty of time. I've got like
make time.
I've got 45 issues for the series. There's plenty of time. But yeah. So
that is exciting though.
I do. I'm so excited. The covers look so
Do you ever rest?
No. I don't. I was asked in an interview, like, do you ever sleep? And I was like, I get tops 4 hours of sleep. And then I just like lay in bed and think about things about the story for the next 3 hours until it's time to get out of bed. And there was something on, I don't know, I was watching some TikTok video where they were talking about a new trend of silently walking where you're supposed to spend time with no sound. And I was like, I do that 3 hours a day while I'm laying in bed trying to figure out what's
oh no.
Yeah. I do need to make one more cover for chapter 2 and book 2. I wasn't going to because all the covers are made. However, I have a hot nurse that the shirt is partially like open because she was killed during sex. So now I need to do a sexy nurse sexy ghost nurse pinup cover because
oh my God. Yeah. That will sell is that gonna be for this campaign?
No, it's gonna be for February 27th release.
Okay. Give it a Valentine's Day special or something it'll sell like hotcakes.
I was thinking of having her hold a real heart in her hand.
Oh my God, that's literally perfect.
Yeah.
Literally. Oh my God, I love it so much.
All right. Now I just need to find a good artist.
That's so perfect. Oh, this art is good. I know I say this every single time.
Well, it gets better every time.
It gets better every single time.
Yeah.
And he does his own colors, correct?
Yeah, we did. I did hire new colors for book 2 though. Jessica doesn't like them. they're I'll show you some examples, but they're brighter. It's still his art and it's more vibrant, which I love because it's more like watching an HD cartoon.
Right.
But she likes the darkness and I get it. I do too. But when I see the bright one, I just love it. I love it. I also got a new letterer. So,
oh yeah.
So now I'm spending way more on issues. So I'm hoping that it helps, but
that's why you need pinup nurse girl covers.
That's right.
Balance it out.
Her shirt's awesome. Like she's not totally topless, but it's just enough, like I'll have to show you a picture, but yeah, she's a hot nurse. So
have you you said you were looking at a TikTok video. Have you done any marketing over there?
I did like one video. It got trying to think if it got 20,000 views or something, but no, I didn't, as far as I know, I didn't get anything from it. So I don't know if it really helped or not.
That's the bad thing about TikTok.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really not on there enough. I probably would have a lot more followers. Right now I have 1,200, but I've never actually actively been on there. I might try one more time, especially when the hardcover comes out. So we'll see about that. But yeah, in book 1, he did all the coloring, all the lettering, all the pencils and everything. But oh, by the way, issue 8's done. The chapter 1's done for the next book. And
that's incredible.
And he's got book chapter 2 in the next book already mapped out and laid out. And he just finished the first 2 yesterday. So he'll probably go pretty quick. So now he can just focus on the art. He's just he's gonna knock these out even faster. I'm gonna go broke. But yeah.
And one thing I want to add so people know is this book's not gonna be late. It's just not.
It's not gonna be what?
Late. You don't have that issue with this.
Yeah, it's right here. So you're fine.
You're good. You're good. Yeah. There's no late with Worthy Chaos.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the tiers because I always love you guys do cheap PDFs if someone can't afford it. You've got you know.
You can get the prices for issue 1. A lot of people don't have that. Lori doesn't have. A lot of people don't have the issue 1, but if someone new comes in, I don't want them to have to. I mean, the ketchup tier is the most popular, but
right.
you don't have to buy it. If you don't have a lot of money or you're not sure, you're on the fence, just buy PDF for $5 and then you're good to go. I did have people originally buy the PDFs and then like the next campaign they bought the ketchup. So there's that version too. But a lot of people buy issue 1 and then you can get any backup in the add-ons. PDFs are printed. So you could get 1 and 2 because Anubis starts in 2. So some people would do that, get 1 and 2. And there's also mini ketchup tiers. That's 1, 2, 3 for $25. And you know, we have the whole ketchup tier, which is really discounted because I felt bad about how many issues are in there. But you get 7 issues, 7 PDFs, trading card, print, stickers, buttons, and a keychain for $59.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
That's really, really good.
Yeah. If you scroll down the middle one, you could see bigger pictures of the tiers. Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Well, those are the old art. So scroll.
I love your new style. I know I mentioned this last time, but I love how you're setting it out now. I think it looks great.
So here's the bigger tier. You could look at them. So there's the first PDF, and you get the black and white and the color version.
And you also get you guys do the freebies, right?
Yep. Freebies. And also every single tier has the PDF. So you don't have to decide if you want one or the other. You will get it with whatever. So
I love that.
So there's 1 for $10. You get 2 buttons and a sticker on the PDF. And then you jump to 7. So if anyone wants the new ones, catch up. I love the cover too. It's not getting any love. I know 2 people. Well, because it doesn't. I mean, everyone wants the other one.
Yeah, I get it.
I've had the 3 people that did the 3 covers. So there's 3 people getting it, and I know 2 people that are eventually gonna get that one. So that's like 5, but it really is a beautiful cover. It's the first time they're featured on the cover. So, but
you know what it reminds me of?
Topless Anubis. Yeah, there's a topless Anubis cover. What?
There we go. It reminds me a little bit of Gargoyles. You remember Gargoyles?
I used to love that show.
Yes, it's so good.
Did you see the one where she was shot? That was like such a
oh my god, like you just instantly go back to like crying as like a little teeny kid.
Yeah. Yep.
So good. Yeah, that cover is great. I like it. But this is incredible. Like some of these you're getting are so well done. No topless cover though.
Just Anubis topless, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Sorry, Reese. Reese is waiting for more topless. This is the $20. You get 14 PDFs plus. Just to remember, we passed the first stretch goal, so you get those 20 PDFs too. 4 new ones. So if you're returning, you get 4 new PDFs. If you're new, you get 20 new PDFs from other indie creators.
Such a good deal. And it helps out everybody. If you like it, you may search it out next time it's such a good thing. A lot
of them have live shows now too. Yeah. Live campaigns. I don't know why it's the shows. So this is our new that's this.
Ooh, this is neat.
All embroidered. Isn't that cool? It's actually 2-sided. Someone's like, which one? I was like, both. It's 2-sided. But it has
can you show it?
Yeah, sure. So we've got this. See all the details?
That's so neat.
But also want to show you it's got little skulls. So yeah, that's our Worthy Chaos bookmark. And it's very well done.
So cool.
There's only 4 left. So yeah. Yep. That's one of my favorite.
That is so neat.
And then our Lego. There's not many of these left either, but we actually had the staff 3D printed. So like you got his little staff he holds.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was the right size the first time. I was like, there's no way it's gonna be the right size, but it is. He holds a little staff. So yeah.
It's so neat.
And he's very rare. He's a rare guy.
Is it hard to come up with all these different ideas for merch like that?
No, this is only 40% of what I own. I got more. I have more coins. I think there's 3 or 4 more coins. I have more 3D statues. I have molds to make other magnets and stuff. I have too many ideas. I even have a tattoo coming. I think it didn't arrive yet. No, not yet. I have an Anubis temporary tattoo that.
Oh my god! Yeah. I wish I had an ounce of creativity like this. This is so cool.
I love merch. There's the 3 covers. So with the 3 covers, the scratches is the default, but if you message me, I'll switch it out, or you can get the no scratches in the add-ons, then you have a 4, which is actually what people have done so far. So,
and it says with signature.
Oh yeah, and I sign them. Yeah,
that's so cool. I love when people do that.
Yeah, I do that as a thing, and I do it free in person too. I do have for $5. You can add it to any of them, and the reason why I did that, it's really like it sounds awful, but I used to have it for like some certain tiers, but I'd forget to sign them, and I'd have to open all the boxes again.
Oh no!
So now it's just this tier and like the very highest 2 tiers. Otherwise, you could buy it. But if anyone asks me, I will sign it. It's just remembering to sign them is such a
right
thing. Because I don't know if you guys know this. When you go to fulfill, it doesn't tell you what's included. Like it doesn't tell you anything that's in the tier. You have to keep going back and forth to see what's included. So obnoxious. Like there's a whole list. Why doesn't it show me that when I'm trying to fulfill? So yeah, it doesn't tell me.
That is a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it is. This is the ketchup tier. So you could see the trading card, the 3D printed, the 3D rubber keychain, the sticker, which we're almost out of those stickers, by the way. I thought they would last forever, but nope. So I don't think there'll be any more of those stickers in book 2. It'll just be Nubis stickers, unless I buy some, and then I don't know. We'll see. Might need to change. And then you get the 2 buttons, which is the demon side and the angel side of the campaign. Then you get the 7 printed. All this issue, by the way, is longer. It's 38 pages.
Oh wow!
Of story. Yeah, I think there's 40 total because you have to be in 4s, but it's 38 story wise, and all 80-pound weight paper, and yeah, it is not a light book. So
oh, you got the extra large sides this time.
Yeah. So there's 3 printed here, and good morning, Nick. This is the last available Anubis bust like this. They won't be made anymore, at least not by this person. And so that's it. 1 left. We sold like 20. We had a good amount. Then the next one is the cute, angry Anubis. Which is like a solid. This is like, I can't even describe. It's like a rock. It's like solid statue. It's really, really cool.
Does he stand well? He looks like he might fall over.
Yeah, I have stand for him.
Okay.
So yeah. But I think he does stand, but the little one doesn't. There's a 3-inch that you can get as an add-on, and he doesn't stand, I don't think. And then I have the next one, which is the new one, which wait till you see all the details on this guy here.
Oh my goodness, Carissa.
Yeah. I know, and he's incredible. They're all 6 inches, and which every guy would definitely say is big. And you can see all the details. You can even see the fur on his face. You see that?
Yes.
Yeah. These are all primed and ready to paint. I'm probably going to paint one for fun, but I like it actually just as is too.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're great just to do as is. But if you're a painter, it does great with painting. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so neat.
Yeah.
I love him.
Oh, there's 2 left of these, and they probably won't be made again. I sold that last time, so I brought 2 more in. But he stands on his own, which I did not know until I did. He's not going to stand on my keyboard, but oh, there he goes. So he stands on his own. And that is our skeleton birds from book 3, and they will be back in 4 and 5. Because nothing's scarier than trying to figure out how a skeleton bird's flying.
Right?
Yeah.
You sold out. Oh, look at the
yes. Okay. The I'm bringing 2 new ones. They're smaller version. I got 1 big one for book 2, but I have 2 little ones that go next to the Anubis plushie, just like the sticker. So there's only 1 Anubis left too, by the way. So see how that goes. And there he is.
There he is.
Black. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That hellhound's little freaking grin is adorable.
I know. And then this is the metal cover. It's the no scratch one because that would be brighter. So we got and metal trading cards there too. So you got all those. And then he sold out. It took a while, but somebody finally bought the one and only zombie merman statue.
Well, that is cool though.
Yeah, the best part is they're local. So I'm like, no shipping. Whoop.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
I know. And then this one still doesn't get any love. I mean, it's a little higher. That's pretty much what I paid for just the statue. It was $150 to get it made. So yeah, there's only 2 made. One's mine, never to be sold, and then there's this one. It's like a pound of clay, and yeah, he's great. I love those. And then this is the last Anubis statue. It's 12 inches, handmade. He won't be made again. He has a metal staff. He's pretty cool.
He is incredible looking.
He's cool. And then that's the heavy metal tier, which is 7. It's the ketchup tier. It's 7 metal covers, and then I think there's 5 or 6 metal trading cards, the coin and the metal bookmark, and then the PDFs.
Awesome.
Yeah. And then that's it. And then we have some add-ons. We have the metal trading card set that you can get. I don't know why the price there, but
yeah, I was gonna say
I think it's $15 for all 5 of them. So I should probably fix that. And then this is all the Anubis prints that are available. So you get all of them for $15.
I don't know, like it's hard to decide. I may like that no scratches or the scratches cover better than this, but they're so both incredible.
I know. Then that's the leftover prints. I never sold prints before. That's new because I find them really annoying to list individually. So I figured I would just put a packet, and if someone wants,
yeah, there you go.
And pins are new too. We have the 2 metal ones, and then we have the 2 acrylic ones on the right. I had posted these. I had posted 3 Anubis pins. One looked like Anubis was eating an ice cream cone. It was him holding a dagger, but I prefer to say he was eating an ice cream cone. But these 2 won, so I got those 2, and then the other ones are obviously cute. So Team Scratch.
I love it. Team Scratches. That's right.
Taste. I'm just kidding. And then the
your coloring book. I forgot about this.
This is printed and digital. I got asked to include digital. I would have never thought about it unless somebody asked, and I've sold quite a few of them. So the digital is PNGs and PDFs, and you get all of them for $2. And then for $5, you get the printed version and all the digital ones.
$2?
$2 for the digital, yeah.
The digital, oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then these are the stickers, of course.
Gotta have the stickers. Duh.
Gotta have the stick. The Anubis and Croc, the Hellhound, are the most popular sold. And then buttons. I think I need a new button. It's been a while. I've had a new button.
You need a hot nurse button. I'm just saying.
I do. So this is the RPG miniature. It's only 1 inch. Don't ask me how it's 1 inch. He's right here.
Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta see him on the other one.
So this is. You can't see all the little details.
But still, that's so cool.
You can see the details. Because usually when you get little ones like this, they don't have any details. But
right, yeah, but this is so detailed.
It's super detailed, yeah.
Is that one paint? It's got to be paintable, right?
The left is stained and the right is what it looks like without stain.
Okay. Yeah.
I do have dip, so I could technically stain. Maybe I'll stain one next campaign. And that's our cute Angry Anubis at 3 inches one.
Which some guys might also say is huge.
Yes. Quite a few, actually. Then we have our hat. Then we have the metal covers that are left over from the last campaigns. $35 each, which is cheap for metal. And then we've got the back issues and the variants. I do have some really cool stretch goals, FYI. Unique ones.
Oh, are they down here?
Yeah. So, that obviously, and then there's this black and white version of the spin-off one, just as a taste of. I say a taste. It's 32 pages, but it's the first one of issue 1 of the spin-off. And then, of course, you have the keychain, and then our song download, which is the song that you hear in the video. And these are the lyrics. It's by Permissible Indulgence. Definitely go check them out. They have Spotify and everything possibly. That link goes to their whole entire list of things. Those are the lyrics.
Awesome.
And all that stuff. Yeah, there's a new song coming for book 2 about zombies and my character.
That's awesome.
We're going to have a new song per book. That's the goal. So the first stretch goal is the 20 issues. Those are all the ones you can get. And all the ones you get. And they're all amazing. The last 4 on the bottom is the new ones.
So many good indies.
There really, really is. So we have that. We passed that, and we passed this one, which is the glossy trading card of Anubis, which is really great cover. I think that was the cover from 6. And then the next one is a magnet that I just bought. So we have the flat magnet. And that's 3.3 we have to hit. And then the next one, they're
wow.
They're not 3D printed. They're actually plastic army men, like from
what?
We used to play with them back in the day. Well, maybe not most people, but other people. But yeah, so there's different kinds, and it's randomly selected, and obviously
that is a stretch goal. That is so cool.
Yeah, it's a stretch goal if we meet 4.4. So we might not this campaign. We're halfway through, so you never know. But
still, that's such. I'm like usually. I mean, the typical stretch goals are stickers or trading cards.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. I want to do something a little different if we get higher up, because we've never reached 4,000. So I'm hoping we got close. We got 36 once, but we haven't gotten to 4,000. So we're hoping.
That is incredible. I love it.
Yeah.
So, and the best, like, there's so much creativity that goes into this. There's so much.
It comes naturally when you just love spending money on your story.
When you're in love with the story, it works out.
Man. It's such an obsession. It's just crazy obsessive. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. You're passionate.
Yeah.
And I love the idea of taking these characters, even like the birds one, right? You're talking about a couple of issues, but you can still use them in your marketing campaign.
Yeah.
You need to write a book for people. Do that.
Yeah, I should. I do want to eventually do a tabletop RPG game. And then the ultimate goals are animation series and a survival horror video game.
Oh my God, can you imagine?
Can you imagine playing Anubis as a character in a video game?
That would be so neat.
Have Croc, like you can send out Croc to fight for you. I would love it.
That isn't, because that was your inspiration. So that would have made it come full circle. There you go.
Yep. And for anyone that doesn't know, alligators and crocodiles are like my soul animal. Apparently, they're what led me here. So each book, not issue, but each book has an alligator somewhere in one of the issues. So all 5, it was so funny because I thought about this the other day on the way home. I was like, it should be like our little motif. Like he's always hiding in one of the books. Then I realized he is in all the books except for 2. So I only had to add one book. So yeah, I was like, well, apparently he's in all the books. So yeah, there's a crocodile in each book. And then of course there's an Easter egg in every issue from horror game, urban legend, or movie. Generally the older movies. Sorry, I'm a classic horror type chick. So yeah, but
so no Terrifier for you?
I saw them both and they're fine. They're just not as entertaining to me. I don't know. You have the spectrum of him never talking, and then you have Freddy Krueger that never shuts up, and I much prefer the never shutting up. Well, that goes with me too, so I never shut up. So that's probably why I relate better to Freddy Krueger than I do to the Terrifier.
Is like the Terrifier 2 when it first came out, I heard like people were leaving. It was so gross. Is it that bad? Is it that gory?
Not for me. I mean, the 1, they said 2 was grosser, but 1 to me, now I've already seen the media. Did you see 1 at all?
I'm scared. Are you crazy?
So there's a medieval torture that they used to do. Torture, it kills you. But a medieval sentence death thing where they hang you upside down naked and they saw through you with so he does that to a naked chick. So I would say that's a scene that'll stick with you from the first one, because it's like, what the fuck? Okay. But in 2, they're just not really. I mean, there's one chick that's killed that refuses to die. So I guess that's kind of disturbing because he just keeps going at it, like just go over and over again. So I could see that, but none of it affected me. So
oh God, just you telling me about it affected me. I'm just a giant baby.
It's not horror. They need to separate horror and gore. It's just gore. There's no horror in it. It's not scary. There's no jump scares. There's,
not psychological.
It's not psychological at all. He walks in, he doesn't like you, he kills you. There's really nothing to it.
Okay, that makes sense.
With Freddy Krueger, you have both. You have jump scares, you have the comedy that's, but you also have like the grossness too, but you're not watching it for the grossness. It's just like a bonus horror thing.
Right.
But with the Terrifier, they're just trying to outdo the deaths. And I don't know, if you like torture, go watch Saw. It's more entertaining. And I don't like torture in movies. I rather just watch like the horror gore aspect of it. But
and I think Saw has a bit more psychological aspect to it that a lot of people find. I find it interesting, but not to like. I'm good on the like gore porn.
Yeah. Raymond says it perfectly. Terrifier is more for gorehounds. If you love gore, there you go. It is just, that is what it is. There's no story. There's no jump scare. It's just gore. If you love gore, that's the movie for you. And I'm not, ironically, because I have gore in mind, but as you notice, it's not like gore for the sake of gore. You know, it's like,
right. There's a meaning to it. Yeah.
But it's not just gore, and that's kind of what they are. They're just kind of gore. So it wasn't my type of movie, but if you're into gore, they did it very realistically and very grossly. So yeah.
Ew.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are going to wrap up. Please make sure you check out this campaign. You take a look for yourself. It is pinned and in the description, and I'll also put it on my community post so anybody that wasn't here can check it out. It's definitely worth your time. I'm telling you. Passion alone sells this book.
Thank you. Yeah, and if the link is obviously in the chat, or she pins it, but you can also search Worthy Chaos on Kickstarter. We're the only thing that pops up. So
I seen it come up and it said books we love, and I was like, that's so cool.
Yeah. I actually wrote them and said, I've had like 6 campaigns with you and no one's ever questioned it. Is there something I need to do? And then like 2 minutes later, it's like projects we love. And like,
I know. I was like, that's so neat. I don't know if it means anything, if you get in the algorithm more, but hell, it's cool.
It's cool to say we are projects we love. But I do think it shows up a little bit more. But yeah, there's still like 1,000s in there. So
right.
That's whatever. But yeah. But thanks for having me on again.
No
I love coming on here. And when I come on in January, if you have time, I'm going to have hopefully 3 new plushies to show you.
Oh my God, I'm excited.
I'm looking forward to that. Yeah.
I love the plushie. I love the cuteness.
Yeah. I know, it's the cute horror one. I haven't even offered the one in the demon in the petticoat, which is the one in the banner. So he's coming soon. He's probably going to be in one of them soon, but yeah, he's got to be there somewhere. So, but yeah,
definitely.
But thanks again for having me on. I know you're
problem.
Busy and
you're totally fine. It's always so fun. I love talking comics, so I always enjoy it.
Me too. Well, thanks everybody for being in the chat too. I appreciate it.
Thank you guys, and I will be back in about 10 minutes with some Mortal content. Dun dun dun. Bye guys.
Bye.